Welcome to the Blind Abilities coverage of the 2018 National Federation of the Blind Convention, sponsored by Aira.
Aira, your life, your schedule, right now.
Welcome to Blind Abilities. Pete Lane on the exhibit hall floor at NFB 2018. I'm talking with an old friend of the podcast,
Richie Lefebvre with EnVisionAmerica.
How you doing this afternoon, Rich?
Not too bad. How are you?
Real good. We talked with EnVisionAmerica at least last year, maybe since. But why don't you give us an update on what some of your recent products are and what you're featuring here at the convention?
All right. So the two products that we've been working with at the show here this year are the ScriptTalk talking prescription reader. We're continuing to sign on a ton of pharmacies. We encourage people to always check back with us because we're constantly upgrading our lists online, signing new pharmacies. Real exciting in that avenue.
Excellent.
And the other product we have is the IDMate Galaxy, the barcode scanner. It's a 6th generation, been around a long time, but this is the Cadillac of models. It's a cool device that the apps just won't do for the phone, right? So it's a standalone scanner. Being standalone is the best thing out there. Better than any Seeing AI or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You talked about with ScriptTalk that you're enlisting new pharmacies. Is that happening on an ongoing basis?
Yeah, absolutely. Just recently we signed Kaiser in Georgia. Late last year we signed Kaiser out in California and Oregon and Washington. We're working on all the big names, all the big retailers. But just to refresh people's memory, we do have Walmart, Sam's Club, Winn-Dixie, Costco, Rite Aid, and virtually all the mail orders, all the big mail orders. Humana, Express Scripts, Walmart.com. So there's a lot of options out there.
Those pharmacies that you listed, are those nationally enrolled, or do you have to deal on the state level, as you mentioned, like with Kaiser?
With Kaiser, that's the only exception. Those are state specific. The other ones are national.
Where's CVS and Walgreens in the scope of things?
We're still working on them, on both of them. CVS.com and Caremark, the mail order versions, they do work with ScriptTalk, but we're working on the local stores right now.
Are there problems with CVS and Walgreens?
I wouldn't say so much problems. I think what we need is people, our customers and clients that have these pharmacies to go in and put up a stink for us.
That's my next question. How could we help?
I tell you, just request it with your pharmacist. You can always call us and we can get you the information to bring to each individual CVS. That's the only way to do it.
Excellent. I know I talked to my Walgreens pharmacist and she was unaware of it. Do you encounter that a lot, do you think?
Yeah, we do. And it's funny because we get a lot of calls from pharmacists from Walgreens and CVS wanting to get set up, but it's just not at that corporate level yet. We're asking them to spread the word to their corporate people.
Excellent. And we can help from the bottom up.
Absolutely.
Anything else to share with us, Richie?
No, I appreciate your time and appreciate being here.
Pleasure is mine, my friend. EnVisionAmerica here on the exhibit hall floor at NFB 18. Thanks for listening, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm at the Aira booth at the exhibit hall at NFB 2018, and I'm with a very special guest, Christine Ha. Good morning, Christine. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Christine has been a spokesperson and a user of the Aira device for quite some time. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how Aira is helping you in your life? Maybe share a story with us.
Sure. I use Aira all the time, especially in my kitchen or just around the house when I'm by myself and I need some quick identification of something, whether which spice it is that I have out on the counter, whether the spice is expired, or even in my closet trying to figure out what size something is so I can buy more online. So Aira is kind of just like you would say on my speed dial on my phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Thank you for taking a quick moment. A lot of people here want to say hi to you and shake your hand. Thanks so much for coming on to Blind Abilities and chatting with us.
You're very welcome.
That's Christine Ha here on the exhibit hall floor at the Aira booth. Take care, everybody. Hi, folks. Pete Lane from the floor of the exhibit hall at NFB 2018. I'm speaking with James Dye. James is with EnReach. EnReach is a brand new company that's got some great things on the horizon. Good afternoon, James. How are you this afternoon?
Doing great. Thank you for having me.
Tell our listeners a little bit about your product and what we can do to help.
Okay, great. Well, EnReach is a brand new tech company. We just launched this week at the NFB convention. We have an app that is available on both the Apple and Android platforms. The app is spelled NREACH. And what it does is it works seamlessly with businesses that are in the EnReach network. So if a business is subscribed to our service, What it does is it allows businesses to get their signage and the things that they want people to know that they deliver to people with sight through signs. It sends it in an audible format using voiceover or talkback with our app. It works with a Bluetooth beacon-based system, so the business simply puts up the Bluetooth beacon in their location, and from that it distributes that information out to our app to blind and visually impaired people in order for them to get the same information that people are getting with their eyes, but with their ears, with voiceover and talkback. Businesses typically spend about $18,000 a year on signs for people who can see, but for blind people, they spend zero. So for as little as $100 a year, a business can become 100% accessible for people who are blind and visually impaired. And that's what we're pushing, is to make businesses more accessible. So if you have a restaurant, for instance, if they're a part of the EnReach network, it can tell the user, the blind or visually impaired user, the name of their restaurant, what type of food they serve, as well as an audible menu that's fully accessible for them to hear. So it's just a part of making businesses more aware of people who are blind and visually impaired and more inclusive. And we feel like businesses have a little bit of a social responsibility at $100 a year to make their businesses more accessible for people who are blind and visually impaired.
Very cool. So practically from the user standpoint, they'll download the app. Do you have to have the app running in the background, or you just have it on your phone, and will there be audible notifications that jump out at you if you're passing a participating vendor?
Sure. Well, right now, you do have to have the app at least running in the background. We're going to have that corrected here soon. Again, we're brand new, so that will be, they won't always have to have the app on, but it does run in the background with Bluetooth turned on because it works through Bluetooth beacon system, but it sends you notifications, audible notifications, just like you would get a text message. It will say EnReach place found, just for example, Joe's Coffee Shop. It'll say EnReach place found, Joe's Coffee Shop. And then you click the notification, then it'll tell you all about Joe's Coffee Shop.
It'll open up all the information.
It'll open up all the information, exactly. And it'll also provide links to Joe's website, to Joe's Facebook page if he has one. So it also, pushes people to the businesses' pages as well. But we make sure ours is 100% accessible on our side.
I could see this being particularly fruitful in maybe a mall, an indoor mall, shopping center, or something like that. Where are you finding your biggest success so far?
So far, we're finding it with small businesses, but malls, what we like about the malls, and we've certainly discussed those as well, is you don't go to the independent retailers in the mall because everybody's leasing space. You go to the mall owners and have them integrated into each one of the stores they're leasing and offer it as a service to blind and visually impaired people that are using the mall, that they can put on their signs. And what's also great about this, although it is a 100% accessible network, and that's what we're here for, is to help people who are blind and visually impaired, is like I said, because I am legally blind myself, it also works for people who aren't blind and visually impaired. If they just want to turn the voiceover off, it sends them the same notifications. So it works for everyone.
So you're a brand new company. How established are you in various cities? And tell us a little bit about where you are now and what we can do to help you expand.
Okay, so currently right now we have locations, about 35 locations between Georgia and Florida. Our corporate headquarters are in Ormond Beach, Florida. But what we're doing is we're encouraging people who are blind and visually impaired, as well as people who are passionate about accessibility, to go to businesses that they go to all the time and give them a card and say, look, this particular service would really help me as a blind or visually impaired person. And for that, we pay them a 25% commission on everything that they do. So if they get somebody to sign up through an affiliate with their own affiliate number, for $100, then we pay them $25. If they go into a larger package, no matter what it is, we always pay them 25%. So it's also a way for people who are blind and visually impaired to earn income, make the world more accessible, and help other blind people in the future that will come by these locations for these businesses that are running our service.
So if I walk over to McDonald's with a card and they sign up for your $100 package, you'll give me $25?
Absolutely. We pay you twice a month, direct deposit into your account, we'll give you $25.
And you said hand somebody a card. How would we practically do that?
We have
cards in our hands.
Sure, we have affiliate cards that we give you. They are notched on the left-hand side, so you know that that's the front of the card that you would give to a business. It gives the business all the information about the website, how to sign up, the different package sizes, and it also has a 4-digit affiliate code on the back, so as they're registering, it'll ask them for the affiliate code. They type that in. When the transaction is done, we get it in our system, then we in turn track that, and then we pay out, like I said, twice a month. Also, what else is good is after businesses are signed up, we email them forms that they can fill out for whatever their signage wants to be. We can help them with that. But after that, businesses can go in and update their signs through our user portal anytime they want to. If they want to change their messaging, they change it. They hit enter. It takes about 15 seconds to update in our system, so they can change the messaging anytime they want to.
How can listeners get cards, or how can they actually accomplish what you'd like them to without a card in their hands?
Sure. Well, they can always visit our website. It's www.enrea.ch. Visit that website. They can also find us on Facebook at EnReach Inc. INC. Everything is always with the N, it's not the IN. They can contact us through our telephone number, which is 1-877-EnReach8. I'm not sure of the numbers. 1-877, the letter NREACH, and the number 8. And they can call us. I'm extension 1. They can get in touch with me anytime. Would love to talk to anybody, or if anybody wants to sign up for the service, become an affiliate, whatever, we'd be more than happy to help in any way we can.
And we're speaking with James Dye. Is that D-Y-E?
That is correct.
And James, you are the co-founder of EnReach, and right now you're in Florida and Georgia, expanding elsewhere outside the Southeast.
All over the United States. We're currently signing up affiliates. We've signed up affiliates in 41 states already since we've been here.
So we have an audience that's nationwide, in fact, international. Are you broadening overseas yet, or not quite yet?
Not quite yet. Right now we're focused on the U.S., and we're getting a lot of interest in Canada. We have been contacted by the U.K., so other people outside of the country that are very interested in our service and what we're doing. So we hope to be expanding international sometimes in the future, but right now we're focused right here at home.
Good stuff, James. Well, I'll get a pack of cards from you and take them to Jacksonville.
Great.
See if we could get our Jacksonville visually impaired community on the ball, start handing those cards out. But in the meantime, I want to thank you for taking a minute or two to chat with our audience. Any final words or any final contact information?
Sure. Just one more thing I forgot to mention. Also, as affiliates, if you have chapters, divisions, or anything, you can also use this as fundraisers too. You can sell the service and use it as a fundraiser for your business.
Would likewise
exactly.
Get 25%.
Exactly. We could give it all to the chapters for fundraisers too.
Excellent. Get in touch with James Dye at the number, and I'll again have the number in the show notes, and reach out to EnReach, EnReach out to EnReach, and EnReach out to James. Good luck to you, James, and thanks again for chatting with us.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Aira, a description of life.
When we share
what we see through
each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap between
the limited expectations and the realities of blind ability.
The realities of blind
abilities.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities. Download our app from the App Store, blindabilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.